It is a beautiful day, hot one though, very humid here at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Bank Park in Lubbock, Texas. I am Dylan Wynn, and for Caleb Lester, this is the Mozos pre-show, and this is the biggest match of the year.
Yeah, nothing's more important today. Whatever else you had planned today, put it down for the evening. 7:30 kickoff. Be here if you're not already here. It's the biggest one of the season.
Biggest one of the season, indeed, against West Texas FC, and this is again, big one. We've got playoff implications on the line. Both these teams going to the playoffs, of course, but we don't know if you're traveling second weekend, if you're hosting first weekend. We don't know exactly what everything's
coming away
going.
with the trophy today.
Correct, and if you're coming away with a trophy today.
It's all on the line today, and there's going to be a lot of emotion going into this game, especially like in the stands and on the field, and that's what makes the sport so special at this level.
Which, as you can see, the stadium is starting to already fill up. We've got a few fans starting to trickle in as the gates will open here in about an hour or so. But let's talk a little bit about the Lone Star Conference right now. We had a huge upset with first off, our opponents, West Texas 5-2 FC Brownsville. Their season is over in Brownsville.
Game ended at like 1 a.m.
And like 3 lightning delays as well. That's crazy.
We've all been there.
We've all been there.
If you haven't,
that's West Texas Storms for you, people. That's how it is.
Were you here for when we played Austin United?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a night.
What a night that was, indeed. And then, of course, the biggest upset of the night. We were watching this out at a buddy's house. Shout out Carlos. Arkansas Wolves 4-3 Oklahoma United, busting this wide open for either of these teams to get first place.
It was a great hate watch. You know, we were partial to a few, and that was one of the big ones of the season.
Yes.
Arkansas, who we sat there, and Dylan got right up on the camera and prayed and begged for them to pull out
and
a result,
they heard,
and they did it,
and they listened. So
and you know what, Arkansas, we're sorry for everything. Your stream may be bad.
Your stream was awful
but you did
the entire year. We need more passion.
More passion,
but
more aggression.
You guys won when it mattered, and that was this past Wednesday. So thank you for that. Again, tonight we've got 2 games. Ours, the most important one, and then Fort Worth hosting CF10 Houston. That one's kind of going to be a snooze fest in my opinion. It's nothing burger. Do not watch that one. Watch this one. You're going to want to watch this one indeed. But look, you've been on the desk for about, let's see, what's the uptime so far? 2 minutes or so. Yeah. You're going to get replaced here because we are very happy, and actually maybe is that the right word?
What?
Happy? We are happy to have.
We can boo him.
We are mildly happy but mildly peeved because we have a very special guest with us tonight, the Presidente of La Tormenta, Brian Hodnett. Boo! Brian, welcome to the show. Great to have you out here in Lubbock.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Beautiful. Well, first things first, I want to talk a little bit about La Tormenta. What do you guys do? How many games have you all been to? How long have you guys existed?
Well, we just started this chapter this year.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of talked about it last year. It's one of those deals. How do you start a supporters group? Mozos, big influence on that. Really appreciate all that. Been to every home match. We even had one of our supporters show up at the Oklahoma game. It was really cool, really big for our guys to see that. Even the announcer said, "Hey, there's a guy in a jean cut down there." It was pretty cool.
That is very cool. I need to learn about y'all because when I was watching y'all's games out there, I see the jean jackets. Mm-hmm. Is that something fun y'all do? What's the significance of that?
Well, our guy Chris, he's very well traveled. That's actually a German soccer tradition.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, with the denim cut, it's a really cool thing, man. You'll get to see him probably later tonight. You can ask him about it. He's got some great stories on it.
Definitely, perfect. I mean, absolutely. Let's first things first. Let's talk about the other game in the conference: Fort Worth versus CF10 Houston. Any thoughts about that?
I have nothing right now because everything is here tonight.
Everybody's focusing here tonight. Everybody's talking about focusing on this match tonight, of course. Thoughts about Arkansas beating Oklahoma United?
We were at dinner. I was sitting there with my wife and kids and sitting there with the phone. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I think they're going to do it." I can't tell if they're actually winning, but I think they're going to do it.
I think they're going to do it, yeah,
and then,
exactly.
Then it ended, and I was like, holy crap, we got a whole new game on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, huge game. And, of course, Brian, let's take a quick look at this playoff picture. Look, if Lubbock wins today, West Texas is in third. Yep. Y'all are traveling to start the playoffs. If y'all win, y'all are in first. We're in second. So both West Texas teams will be hosting that first weekend at least. And then, of course, Oklahoma's either going to be second or third. Fort Worth is trapped in fourth for eternity, of course. We've got, of course, here, if we win tonight, Lubbock will be hosting Fort Worth. If we lose tonight, we'll be hosting Oklahoma here on that first this next Wednesday. And then, of course, Lubbock has to score more than 2 goals to win back the Dustico, one that was done last year. I was there for that game. I was playing drums. That was heartbreaking right there.
Man, that was a tough one.
That was a tough one.
For y'all, for us, I mean, it was a great time. But, you know, the wind going sideways, everything being crazy, you know, one of those rough deals in the season, man.
Yeah, totally fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but y'all brought your heart. I loved it. That's why I love to see y'all travel. I'm hoping we have a good turnout tonight for y'all.
Yes, yes.
So.
We're hoping so as well. I think we were talking with some of the front office guys, and they're expecting a potential breaking of our home opener attendance levels. I mean, it's a rivalry matchup. People are going to want to come out for the big one at the end.
Yeah, it's the match for it. I mean,
Yeah,
everything's
exactly.
on the line. Y'all can take it. We can take it. Everything's up here.
And July 4th weekend, hopefully we're a part of a lot of people's 4th of July weekend plans.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. What a better way to spend it on Saturday than come out here and watch some soccer. Let's
Exactly. Indeed. Do you guys have any chants that you guys are working on for this game? Anything special?
Go. Nothing really special, man. That's the hard part. We've got a kind of a small membership right now, so there's some of us that we kind of throw a few things together and see if it echoes in the crowd. But nothing crazy, nothing special. You probably will hear the same old West Texas FC, you know, or stuff like that.
The same playbook we got.
Yeah,
You know?
so it's kind of the thing, man. I'm hoping during the off season we can kind of grow the chapter a little bit, kind of get us a little bit bigger, get us some new chants, get some more ideas. That was one thing about that Brownsville game. Whenever we had that stupid lightning delay, we got to go back into the stadium at midnight, and there were about 20 of us still there.
Yeah.
So we're making up weird chants on the fly for the players and everything else. It's echoing across because there's nobody else.
Nobody else is there. Yeah, everybody else went home,
So
I'm guessing, right?
That was a lot of fun. I told the guys, look, in the off season, let's just have some fun with it. Let's joke, let's chant, especially when it comes to something this serious. We should have something ready tonight.
Exactly.
I know y'all probably do.
We definitely do. We won't
No spoilers.
get the details, no spoilers or anything, but we're very excited to have it. Rivalries are the lifeblood of the sport,
yes.
and you know, as cordial as we are now, I don't expect that same thing to happen for 90 minutes
Well, you
down
got
there. in the
90-minute
stands.
break after we're shaking hands.
Exactly.
Everything's back, you know, it
Share a
is
beer
what it is.
potentially, a very
Absolutely.
delicious 2 Docs beer, of course,
Absolutely.
or
Yeah.
Tall City, of course. I
Yes.
mean,
well, we're at y'all's place now. We're
yes.
gonna drink 2 Docs. Y'all
Yes.
come down. We drink Tall City. Yeah.
there you go, exactly. So check out both of our social medias. We're going to be doing a
Absolutely.
beer exchange here in a bit once Brian goes back down. But Brian, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Really appreciate
I
it.
can't say good luck tonight, but
No.
bad luck tonight.
Hey, fine by me, man. I'll take any kind of luck I can get at the
Exactly. There we go.
Hey,
Thank you so much,
thanks
Brian.
again. Appreciate
Thank you. No problem. Caleb, come on back to the desk. All right. All right. So, Caleb. We talked about the playoff picture.
Tuck West Texas.
Tuck West Texas,
Tuck
of
West
course.
Texas.
Tuck West Texas. Let's talk again about this playoff picture here real quick, because again, win or draw, you're good. Okay. Now if you draw, you're probably not going to win the Dustico, unfortunately. That's going to go to
Which,
West Texas.
I'm going to be honest, least of my concerns.
Least of my concerns. I think some of these fans here are going to want to watch us lift the trophy
Obviously,
tonight.
I
of
want
course.
a very entertaining game tonight.
Yes.
I want,
yes.
as we say it at Tech, BTA.
A BTA, of
Like,
course.
We're trying to go through and humiliate them. to be
Correct.
fair. We're like
Correct.
honest because we, you know, I guess we can start the conversation now. That game at West Texas was embarrassing.
Yes.
The players know that. The coach know that. The whole fan base knows that.
The
and,
players are messaging us, and they're like,
like-
"We are so sorry.
it
we
was
are gonna,
genuinely an
yeah.
It was, and of course, you move past it, right?
Yes, of course.
We went out there and we've held our business everywhere else. We got really unlucky to draw against Oklahoma. And I mean, they scored
Yes.
2 bangers.
Oh yeah, and
but-
just those are ones that Andre could not
Yeah,
save.
Like
So
I went back and watched them. There's nothing you
Yeah.
can do each time.
yeah, unfortunately, but
we come through today, and I'm sure they've worked on it all week.
Mm-hmm.
We've watched all the film, and we just know that we got to go out there and play our style. I think this has been a continuing problem, and I know coach has been working on it, is that we don't come out of the first half very well.
yes,
We have
yes.
been a second half team, which doesn't win titles.
that does not win titles. Yeah.
So,
So
the big thing is today, coming out on full cylinders, show no mercy. As soon as you walk out that locker room, it needs to be immediate. You need to
hold on. I might have it out here just a moment. The Dustico is coming down the steps. If you can see on the middle left-hand side,
Yes.
Thomas is pulling down. Thomas Wolf, digital coordinator for the Lubbock Matadors, is bringing down the Dustico trophy to
What
the
a trophy,
field.
by the way.
What
It
a
is-
trophy!
It is literally a tumbleweed.
I love
on-
it. I love the reaction when I'm talking to other soccer fans across the nation. I'm saying, hey, we play for a literal tumbleweed on top of a placard. And they
Not
look at
a-
me like I'm crazy.
Not like a metal tumbleweed. Nothing that was made.
It's crossing midfield. It's
Right.
it's right there at the center. Look
Oh.
at that beauty.
What a
What a beautiful trophy. I hope we get to keep it. I
yeah.
hope we get to keep it. That would be a big,
the
big
idea,
deal.
like it's all in your head today. Like literally, there's every storyline that's ever been written. And like we talked
Indeed.
about it at the start of the season. There's been more storylines added now that it's a title it's a title game. There's the whole thing of
Yes.
that it's David's assistant
Yes.
coach. We stole their coach. You know, they won the home leg. Can we come back and win it? You know,
It's very much family bickering, fighting,
really,
rivalry.
like, if you could look at any single title race final day game, this has every implication. That
Correct.
when I say there's going to be a lot of emotion in this game, I will have a lot of emotion in
yes,
this game.
yes. I will also have a lot of emotion in this game, and hopefully we will have a lot of motion at the end of the game.
There you go.
Hey, let's take a look at this table real quick. And if you guys say, like, oh, why does Oklahoma have more points when they're in third? I don't know.
Points
Ask
per
the
game.
MPSL. It's points per game.
game.
That's the tiebreaker. But there you go. Lubbock at the top, West Texas, Oklahoma, Fort Worth. And then, unfortunately, Arkansas, Brownsville, Houston, done for the season. Arkansas finishing in fifth.
You know what, Arkansas? We love you.
We love you. We love you.
We
love you.
We
We
love
love
you.
you.
We love.
Love
We
you.
won't go to Arkansas.
But
God,
we
what
won't
an
go to
awful state.
Arkansas. I don't. Like, they're Razorbacks. They're
Razorbacks,
Razorbacks. They're
yeah.
Razorbacks.
That's a tech grudge.
The
But
Red Wolves are okay. Okay. Okay.
We hate doing. We are just okay. About you.
Look. We're having a good time because we're in the press box tonight. All
Yeah.
right, you know, like we are operating off that Starlink, and we're gonna have some fun with it tonight. So I want to thank the Matadors front staff, of course, for letting us be up here for this game. This is the big one. We're looking out towards that tailgate, and you're starting to see some people filter in. A lot of yellow, but a lot more red. Again, this is the red out night, of course. So
yeah, I mean, we're still an hour and a half out. So I mean,
correct.
You know, usually we're down there. Usually we have a beer. Usually we have you know some ribs out there that are
Yep.
just.
And
amazing.
unfortunately today, you know, I was on my way back from Oklahoma City, hanging out with my friends for the 4th.
We should talk about all the post game from that. The post
Game from our Oklahoma City. Let's just say that Caleb saved my life.
I wanted to say him to say it on air.
Yes, he saved
won't
my
go
life.
into
We won't
why.
go into
We won't go
detail
into why.
because this is a professional show.
But
Caleb saved my life, and that is we should go about it. We should talk about it on the off-season pod.
yeah, that can be a
That will
Mozos
be a
after dark.
fun Mozos After Dark stream there, and podcast there. But
hey, we got to stop at Buc-ee's.
exactly
Hopped on the I-40, got on the Buc-ee's. What a terrifying experience
for Carlos especially.
Carlos,
Carlos was not. He had food poisoning, and he was asleep for like 4 hours in my car. I have a cherry red Chevy Spark.
the Mozo Pitmobile.
The Mozo Pitmobile, the Pope Mobile, if you will.
Yes.
It's the tiniest car outside of a smart car, and Carlos was the most comfortable that I've ever seen anybody in that front seat of the car.
Yeah, I mean, I rode to Albuquerque.
It is
that thing.
insane.
There's
It
no
is
way.
cramped. There is no way.
Where
you
there's
can
a
do
will,
it.
there's
Yeah,
a
there's a
way.
will, there's a way. It makes it work. So, I mean, good for him. But like, oh my goodness, and he woke up to Buc-ee's and craziness. So
200 gas stations and
Yes.
you know.
all those stalls. I'm like, hey, can I get 10 on pump 206?
Brisket on the board.
Fresh brisket on the board. Come on, Buc-ee's.
Again, waking up to
Yes.
brisket on the board must be a traumatic experience.
If Amarillo gets an NPSL team and plays in Lone Star, that'd be a fun sponsorship. They have
The
the Buc-ee's logo on the front of the shirt.
Oh,
Would go
no,
crazy.
I would buy that kit.
I would buy that kit
I
as
would
well.
buy that kit.
Even if they're playing in our division, I would buy that kit.
Yeah,
'Cause
that'd be
that's
beautiful.
heat. That's
we
heat.
talk about like this is completely off topic for what
Yes.
this is, but I like when a jersey genuinely has a good sponsor on it. There are some jerseys that are really good, and then the front sponsor ruins it. A Buc-ee's sponsor
Buc-ee's sponsor
would
goes so
enhance
fun.
it. It would enhance it.
Carlos is making faces at us. In the back. You couldn't see him, but he was here. Let's see. Where's our headlines here? We'll wait for starting 11 really quick because we are a little early. We decided to start early because look, we've got a bit of a tight situation up in the press box today.
Can we talk about why?
No, I
Okay.
don't want to talk about why. But just know that the stream that you're seeing today from the Lubbock Matadors might be a little more jank than normal.
Still be good.
It'll still be very
Better
good.
than 99% of the content.
Yes, I was out here with them on Thursday testing stuff out, and it looks good so far.
But
So
there wasn't 7,000 people in the
correct. So we're gonna see if that plays. But that's why we're up here in the press box because we were like, you know what? We're not going to be out there today. We'll be out there for playoffs, of course. We're going to do the same game day energy, but we're up here today. And speaking of that, I mean, we got to talk about the folks that support us the most.
Ooh.
Talk
big-
about the folks that
the big
support us the
ones.
most. Thank you to Lubbock Abstract and Title. Whether buying, selling, refinancing, or building your home, Lubbock Abstract. Oh, nope, it's right here. There's the logo right there.
Hey,
They
there
offer
you go.
complete escrow, closing, and insuring services. Talk to Cam and tell him the Mozos sent
I don't know.
you.
I don't know if you can see it in the stadium cam, but we do have their
Oh,
banner
yeah,
for
we
them.
do have their
I
banner.
don't
Yeah,
know
hold
if
on. Let
we
me see if we can
get it to it.
We might be able to see it actually. I don't think I can zoom in, but it's waving in the wind down there, and it says this noise is brought to you by Lubbock Abstract and Title.
Yes.
It's waving on the right side of your screen there. There it is. It's beautiful. I mean, it's working.
Painted all by hand.
Painted all by hand. Yeah, that is good. You guys did good
That is
good
Mozo
lettering work
artmanship.
there. So that's very good.
Shout out, Katie.
Shout out Cam, indeed, and a big shout out here, of course, to us, the Mozos, because, hey, we've got some fire merch and we got some fun stuff to sell for you. Get geared up for the Matadors playoffs run at mozos-lbk.printify.me or go to mozos.org and click on shop. Stylish hats, shirts, stickers are all for sale and directly benefit the Mozos atmosphere. Home and away, playoffs merch is coming
You will
soon.
see direct impact from those stuff that you bought today.
Correct.
There will be like a physical way that you can see what we spend that money on.
Yes, very physical way. You'll be able to see it. We were going to try to get it on the game cam that we have up here, the Mozos game cam, up in this area. But we've got these hats, of
Shenanigans.
course. We've got the stickers. My sticker is very well worn right now, but it is
It's
there.
well
Shout out
traveled.
Wee Wee.
Well-
Shout out Gut
well
Confetti for
traveled
making
sticker.
this. The Pyro crew, and then of course, can I do this?
There you
we go.
go.
There we go. The shirt, of course, and this is the rivalry shirt. You can pick yours up now as a celebratory purchase when we beat West Texas tonight.
go.
So grab yourself that. They are very
In
very
10 year-
nice.
In 10 years, when you get it signed by a player and then he goes pro,
He goes pro to like
that shirt will be worth $10 billion.
that'll be worth
And
quite
you
a
can
minute.
donate
quite a
all
lot.
that to the Moses.
Correct. Or at least half. We're
At
not
least
we're not
half.
picky.
We're not greedy.
picky. We're not greedy at all. Yeah, this merch is very, very well done. And here I'm gonna throw up the link really quick. It's really well done and it is cheap.
Yes.
It's cheap
That
and
was
it's
the
very
big thing.
nice
We had to make it
material.
affordable.
I love the material on this. I feel like I'm being held by a cotton plant, but not the prickly parts, like
Not
the
prickly
soft parts. Get a nice little hug.
I don't like this.
You don't like this?
I don't
Are you
like the way
uncomfortable? I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean
I don't
that.
like the way you're staring into my soul, hugging yourself.
Hugging myself as we do this. But yes, let's talk a little bit about tonight's matchup. Of course, oh boy, I messed something up there. Okay, hold on. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Let's talk about the starting 11, of course. And as normal for these home games, the embargo has not been lifted just yet. So this is last game's starting 11. Of course, you got Duvon, Theo, Mateo, Nico. Adam made his debut, I believe, in the starting lineup.
Starting debut. Yeah, starting
Yes.
debut.
Yep, starting debut at Oklahoma. Did a great job there. Ryan, Momo, Jack, Stefan, Tim, and Andre, of course, made that start. And then we had a few subs come in and out in that second half as well. So a lot of fun there. But are you expecting a similar lineup here?
Honestly, I'm expecting a similar starting 11 to that second half. With,
Yeah.
I mean, you saw a big change in just the tempo of the game.
Yep.
When you had, wow, I forgot his name. I feel so bad.
Is it on our sheet?
No.
Do you need to? Do you
It's the
need
striker from Barbados?
striker from Barbados? Hold on.
I feel so bad. Jamal
Williams.
God, it's
That's why I have
amateur
the binder.
hour.
That's why I have the binder.
Amateur hour.
That's why I have
Anyways,
the
but you
binder.
saw the tempo of the game change when he came on. I mean, his ability to go press and run down the ball. I mean, we
Yes.
had a goal directly come from that situation where he putting pressure on it. It's a loose pass in, and we get a great goal.
Yep.
So that's gonna be the big thing for us tonight is just being on the front foot, being
Mhm.
aggressive with our press. I mean, just put that back line under pressure.
And this West Texas team is also pretty dang talented as well. They've got quite a few good strikers on their team. They can make some space. They can make goals. They usually try to. They play a little bit more aggressive, from at least my knowledge.
Yeah.
You could lambast me now if that's not true or not.
It's not completely aggressive. I think I'm more looking about the way they played us at home, where
Mhm.
they actually sat back a lot and then they played a mid block and tried to hit us on the counter. Which guess what? It worked.
Yep.
I mean, that was the big problem with that game. We had all these passes, but they were just going left and right, and
Yep.
left and right, not passing through the middle. I mean, you look at their two goals. Their first goal, it's bad communication
Yeah.
between the two guys running back in. You got to be doing better there, just as a team. And then the second goal is actually a pretty decent goal. It came off just good passing out from the back, a ball through the center. Nico probably needs to be doing a little bit better. And player who's no longer with us anymore.
Yep.
But Royce has to also come back and get in. But
Correct.
look, we've grown as a team a lot since then. That was a slip up. We're not going to slip tonight, hopefully.
Yep.
And we just got to go through and get the first goal.
Correct. And if you are tuning in for the first time, shout out Mom. Hi Mom. Hello Mama Win. Before we get into our score spreads here, of course, it all comes down to this. If we win or draw, we take that first overall spot, host both on Wednesday. If we win on Wednesday, on Saturday next week. If we lose, we're in second place, and we only host, potentially, on that first Wednesday, if I believe if West Texas gets that first place spot, lose to Fort Worth, then we host.
Yes. So
Because it's always higher
it
seed.
goes down the same. So
Yeah.
say if we end up playing Fort Worth,
Mm-hmm.
and then Fort Worth beat us somehow, and then say it was then it would be Oklahoma playing
West Texas.
and Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next game would be in Oklahoma.
Yes, and then they also have some stuff about like if the stadium can be used and geographics and
But
cost.
that is for the next.
Correct. That is mainly for the South region playoffs. If you win the Lone Star, you represent the Lone Star in the South region. If you win the South region, you represent the entire South in a Final Four setup. And then win that semifinal, win that final, you're champions of the league. So it's a whole other season. Once you get in the nitty gritty of it, it's 6 more games. So you really got to.
They're all tight.
Yes, they're all real tight. Everybody wants to win, and it's all single elim. So there's no dual legs like they do in Europe. It's just one and done. If you win, you're on. If you lose, you're going home. So yeah, that's the big question mark here as well. But again, if we win tonight, we will be hosting Fort Worth this Wednesday. If we lose, we'll be hosting Oklahoma this Wednesday. And to win the Duska, we have to win by 2 or more goals. Let's talk about our score predictions. And we both know in our heart of hearts that Lubbock will be winning tonight. But by how much, Caleb?
Well, if we can cut to the stadium camera and see if we can see them. I'm hoping these guys don't have a part to play tonight. We have the referees coming out
Yes,
checking
they are
the
coming
nets
out.
now.
Yes, they're
look,
checking out the nets
Let's be
on
honest,
that left-hand
we've
side
had
of your screen.
some referee disaster classes this
Mhm.
season. So look, if I don't ever have to scream, "What are you doing, ref?"
Correct. You don't know what you're doing.
We're in for a good time.
Correct.
My score prediction for tonight is gonna be 3-1.
3-1.
I think it will go 1-0 Lubbock, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. I think we're in for a JT hat trick.
Okay.
I think
I
he's
like
got,
that.
I think he's look. Him and Momo are the best 2 players on this team, in my opinion. They've been carrying us this season, and I expect some good performances from them tonight.
Yep, I'm hoping so as well. I'm going to go 4-1, mainly because we want to beat the snot out of these fellas here in town. And I'm going to give this, by the way, to our guest. I forgot to do that during the show, but we do have a poster for him. Go check out our social media. HB Cat did a great job on this art as well. Gave them a mascot here, the Dust Cowboy Man. I think that's really cool.
Oh, and then Lubbock's social media post had them as an oil worker.
Yes, had them as an oil worker, which is interesting.
It's correct for the area.
Oh, hold on.
We're practicing
We're
the
practicing.
national
National anthem is being sung, everybody.
I was
we
hoping
were all standing.
I was hoping for us to be able to hit a stars live on
Stars.
camera. Stars.
I remember in Oklahoma. By the way, shout out Oklahoma. That national anthem was very cool, but it was also a little
took
awkward because
forever.
it took a very long time, and he kept changing octaves.
Yeah.
But it was on a Native American flute.
It
was very cool. Don't get me wrong. It was very
You
cool.
had the Native American flute. You had the waterfall in the background. One of the most peaceful national anthems.
Very peaceful.
But it's a waltz. Playing like a waltz.
Yes.
This is band nerd Caleb coming out.
So Caleb and Dylan are looking at each other.
Like, when do we...
Stars? Stars?
Speaking
When do we yell
of...
it?
Actually, this is going to be another thing we forgot to mention out. We have the Sickos Committee sign out.
We do have the Sickos Committee sign out, so shout out Sickos Committee. We love you guys. Hopefully they can retweet and have some fun with that one. And then we also have, what else do we have tonight? We've got Baron Morton, our starting quarterback for Texas Tech, doing the first kick. I believe some of the other football players are making appearances.
I hear the entire offensive line is here.
Oh,
So-
boy. Let's hope that they can come down to our section and have some fun.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be
Come
awesome.
on, guys. Get down here.
One
have
of the
some
West
fun.
Texas players gives us a bit of, thing. We send out 6'7", like 6'7" center out there.
Oh yeah, the 6'7" center sitting in the middle. You got the Barron's in the QB position,
Yeah.
yelling obscenities. Hopefully not, but we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. A lot of Mozitos will be out tonight because again, 4th of July weekend. A lot of people are going to have a lot of fun. We're seeing the tailgate slowly start to fill up. We got food trucks out there this time, so thank you to all the food truck partners of the Loving Matadors for making that. I love the view that we have out here.
Oh, it's great. Because we're right. Me and you specifically sit at the bottom row,
Yes.
so we never get to see it from this
never
angle.
get to see this angle. We got Carlos down there as well.
Peak. What
Peak.
a man.
What a man. What a guy.
And his jorts.
In his jorts.
In his cargo jorts.
Jorts. He's got a belt on too. He
what a
hooks
fit.
that walkie-talkie on that
What
belt
a
right there.
fit.
He's on his phone right now. Is
Can
he
we
watching the
get
show? Is he watching the show?
No.
Oh, he
hates
can't
us.
be watching the show.
He hates us.
He doesn't hate us. I just don't think
I'm gonna
he's.
bring that up to
No,
him.
no, don't bring that up to him. We love you, Carlos. He was on the last post-game pipe, and we're gonna see if we can do a post-game pipe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We might be
Here's the
celebrating.
thing.
We might be crying.
Here's the thing.
There's no middle ground here. We're
We are
celebrating or
using
we're
all of
crying.
our energy for this game, and then we are gonna go and break down everything, and then head out. And if we win, we're partying. If not, we're crying.
Yeah.
So it really depends
Alcohol will
on
be
what's going to happen.
consumed.
Alcohol will be consumed.
In what manner? We'll find out.
We will figure that out. Yes, if it's slow or if it's fast, we'll figure that out. And as always, drink responsibly.
Yes.
Never drink and drive. Be responsible Matadors fans out there, everybody. Well, we have our game predictions. We have what we need to do. Next up, of course, is the playoffs on the 9th, about 4 days away from now. We will be hosting because of that Oklahoma result, so we will not be traveling for that first weekend. So we are at least a 2 seed, but it's win or draw tonight to host both those games on Wednesday and Saturday. Of course, we will be here live from Lowry Field, out at the tailgate as always. So if you come and see us, come and say hi. Give us a holler. Buy us a beer. That would be actually really cool if you guys bought us a beer. That'd be very nice.
Coat the pipes.
Coat the pipes a little bit. But Caleb, do you have anything else to say before we go off air and relinquish control of the internet and the Starlink to the broadcast team here at the Lubbock Matadors?
Start fast. Start strong. Don't stop starting.
Never stop. Never stop. Never stopping.
Yeah, there you go.
Never stop. Never stopping. Is that's Pop Star? Pop Star. Never stop. Never stopping. That's
Yeah.
underrated film. Lonely
Really?
Island.
I'm
Great
not-
film, 2016.
Well known, not a film. by me.
Criminally underrated. Did horrible in the box office.
Ugh,
Amazing movie. I own it. We should watch it sometime.
we should.
We should watch it sometime.
Mozos movie.
Mozos movie night. That might be a stream. That might be an
Yeah.
off-season stream. Mozos movie night. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and my other friends, thank you guys so much for watching. The live stream for the Lubbock Matadors will be going live here in about 15 minutes or so. Go on over to Lubbock Matadors, or if you're in town, tune into KCBD. They will have the match starting at 7:30. We may or may not do a post-game pint. We will see. So stay tuned to this channel, stay tuned to our social medias, and stay tuned on the Discord, and make sure that you're tuned in for that. For Caleb Lester, I am Dylan Wynn. Have a great night, and let's go Matadors.
So matters.